Hey everybody, Bonez here, Bonez Garage, just bringing you an update what's going on at the garage. So, 1963 Pontiac Grand Prix with the Kelsey wide 8 lug pattern. The Super Duty, Heavy Duty, whatever you want to call it, wide 8 lug pattern. Love this setup. I think it's the coolest looking thing there is. And they did it because they needed the extra cooling for the brake drums. That's what it all is about. That's why they did all of that. So I also wanted to show you under the hood. Look at how much nicer this is starting to look. We have all of the wires nicely set up going across the side of the motor. You can see how nice they go from the wire loom down to the spark plugs. Nothing's getting in the way of the hot objects. Nothing is in the way of all of this up here, any of the carburetor linkage, the fuel lines, anything like that. It is very nice and neat. And that's the way it should be. And I'm not a fan of colored spark plug wires. I think all spark plug wires should be black. Colored wires, they show all the dirt, they stand out. I hate when you open up the hood and something stands out, like the MSD red boxes. I just wish that back then they didn't, but I wish they would keep making them all black, like that. You know, black. I actually am thinking about ripping off the label. It just drives me crazy seeing all that kind of stuff. It takes away from the beauty of that. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 dual quad carburetors. That is absolutely a beautiful setup on the top of this motor. We have all of the linkage now hooked up, and the preliminary timing of the linkage is good. And you can see what I'm talking about, the timing. As you pull the main carburetor open, you see how it has the slide before the second carburetor starts opening. So you need to get the RPMs up there for it to be able to accept all the fuel that's going to be coming out of this carburetor and this carburetor. So that's why they have a progressive linkage like that. We have all the springs set up. We're going to finish fixing that original linkage over there, so there's a lot less play. And then you can see on this side, we are still working on the headers. We have those out. We're about to do that. We have the new copper gasket right there getting ready to go in. There's the header right there. There's the collector for the other header. And now you can understand what was leaking. When I keep telling you that these leak, you can see it's a separate piece from the header. And you can see the black spots here. You can see the black lines there. That's where they were leaking. So what we do is we expand these pipes a little bit, the inner pipe, the header pipe, just a little tiny bit, just enough to make this a tight fit. And then we use a sealant on it. And that seals these up and it stops them from leaking. And it works really well. There's the collector. And if we go back to the car, way down over there in the darkness, way down there, right there, those are the headers. And if tomorrow I'll show you everything that was done there, or if I can. We might have this done by the time I get to film anything. So yeah, we still have more wiring to do. We still have a number of odds and ends to do on this car. It took a while, but we finally have the brake shoes in, we have the wheel cylinder in, the axle bearing and seals are both in. So we're ready to start putting the rear end back together as well. And yeah, it's gonna be cool. Really like this car. Can't wait to get this car out on the road. And this car is a gentleman's bucket list car. This was a car that he bought for himself because this is what he's always wanted. And in about 4 years, he's driven it, he said, twice. He was about to sell it before he came upon us, and he called us up and asked us, can we take care of this car? Can we make this car he said, just a tiny bit more reliable than what it is? He doesn't want to sell it. He wants to keep it, but he's getting tired of having to fix it. and going to shows, and it won't start. And if it doesn't start, he has to get a tow truck to come there. He has to wait 2 hours for the tow truck to. He's like, I'm just tired. I'm ready to sell it. I just want to fix it and get. I said, let us fix it. We'll make it right. If we screw anything up, we'll stand behind it. I want you to enjoy your bucket list car. And that's what we're doing. So keep your fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully everything we do is going to work out fine, and he's going to be happy with our work, and he's going to be happy with his baby. So I will keep you guys up to date as we go. Have fun. Okay, bye.